So today's show, we're going to talk about how to get started podcasting, a very brief, quick, exciting overview of it, and why I think you should start. In my humble opinion, I think it's great for so many businesses. I think it's great for our own confidence as well. There's loads of reasons why. So without further ado, I'm going to get up with this very exciting topic. So, podcasting for beginners. Okay, here's a quick overview of podcasting. So, how to get started podcasting. Let's just very briefly talk about some of these things. Essentials you need, what's involved, and how much does it cost. So, those are the three things we're going to be focusing on in the next few minutes. So essentials you need. So everyone knows that you need a microphone to record your voice. What sort of microphone do you need? You can start with this one. The microphone on your phone, you can start with that. It's not great quality, but it's much better than the microphone on your computer or your laptop. So if you're somebody who struggles with procrastination and overwhelm, just get going with that. Now, in here, in my trusty drawer, in my desk, I've got an Apple iPhone, and it came with, and I believe that every phone comes with earphones with a microphone in them. That is really good for a start. It's good to have, that's why I've got headphones on at the moment. It's good to stop the reverb and be able to hear what you're doing by having earphones or headphones on when you're recording, definitely. And the microphone on an Apple phone is pretty good, and probably on most smartphones now, that microphone that you get. So you can start. If you've got a smartphone already, you can start for free on that. So then, if you want to go a bit better with that, you don't even have to spend £100. I think it's just under $100 as well. It's a really good microphone called a Samsung Q2U microphone. The one I've got here, for my podcast listeners, I apologise if you can hear a bit of knocking sound of the mic here. I've got a really high quality mic that I'm very blessed to have. It's a Heil PR40, and it is worth, I believe, around 300 and just bit above £300. It's a very high quality mic. I've got a pop shield here, which is just a cheap pop shield, and actually you can probably tell it's not a brilliant pop shield. A pop shield is when you have those plosives. It's probably really annoying me saying that. You can hear that the microphone just bangs, the sound just suddenly peaks when you do those plosive consonants. So that's good to have as well. And I've got my microphone on what we call a boom arm. It's a long arm, so it protects the microphone from me banging on my desk. You won't hear a bang on the microphone. And another thing that's great to have on it, if you level up, is to get like a shield, a clamp for your microphone that has rubber bands around it, and it just allows the microphone to just jiggle around in there, so that it's less likely to get banged, and the sound quality is going to be really great. But you can start with this, and then my next recommendation is the Samsung Q2U, which actually sounds quite a lot better than the Blue Yeti. And there's another reason why it's good. It's because it's a dynamic microphone, so it will pick up your voice more than the surroundings. Blue Yeti is great if you've got surround sound, you don't want to be right close to it, you can be further away from it, you can have 2 people or more people around a Blue Yeti. That's what that's good for. But a dynamic microphone is really good for podcasting. So software, what do you need? You need something to record on and something to edit on. So you can do this on your phone, you can do this on a laptop or a computer. And on your phone, I don't know whether you've ever recorded your voice on the free voice memos app on Apple, or there's loads of free recording apps. You could just record your voice in there and then upload it to what we call a hosting platform. So you can just record and not edit it at all, upload it to a hosting platform. You can actually do the same within one if you want to. I'll tell you what that is in a minute. And then you can have recorded and uploaded an episode. It's however long it takes you to record something. So maybe it's a half an hour podcast episode. And easily within the next half an hour, you can have it go out to Apple, Spotify, Google, Amazon Music. You can do it ever so quickly if you want to. It's going to be a bit raw. And some people really like doing really quite raw episodes. That's their style, and that's great. Or you can heavily edit it. I edit mine quite heavily, and for a half-hour episode it takes me about 50 minutes to edit it, and then I put it up into the hosting platform. So there are free softwares to edit. These include, now let me think, Audacity. And if you've got an Apple Mac computer, GarageBand. There's a free one on phone. It's called something like Revolution. And you can actually record and edit in here. So my recording that I did earlier is all here. So I can double click and cut bits out of it. And that's a free app. And then there's the Anchor app, which is a hosting platform itself as well. Now, you can only chop off the beginning and the end when you're editing in the Anchor app. You can't cut out bits from the middle, so that's a little bit limiting. But the Anchor app is great to start with. Loads of people use it for their hosting platform. It's very, very easy. I've got a free video and I have a freebie for you that helps you set up the Anchor app and get your podcast recorded and uploaded. So basically you need to record it, then you need to edit it. It's best if you do some editing. It's good to add an intro and an outro at least to your podcast to say hi, who you are, what you do, what this episode is about, and then thank them at the end. And adding a bit of music helps as well, and you can do that all within the Anchor app, which is a hosting platform. So Anchor is free. You can do a podcast completely for free. And as I've said, if you're somebody who gets a bit overwhelmed with things, you get stressed out by technology, just get my freebie. So the next thing is hardware. So you can use your computer, whatever computer that is that you've got. All the hosting platforms are on any computers because they're based on a website, or you can do a hosting platform on your phone like Anchor, for example. You need some headphones or earphones like this and a microphone. Okay, so next we go to what's involved in it. So you need to plan out your episode. It's great if you have a beginning and an ending. You can add adverts if you want, that's really good. And if you can add like a different segment in the beginning, that's in the middle maybe, that's like a fun thing that you do every week, or just something a little bit different, it just rings the changes, it keeps people listening and enjoying your show. So it's nice to have an overall structure to your show. So you plan it, then you record it, edit it, and you can improve the recording quality with some apps if you work on the EQ level of them. One that I really like is Alitu. You don't even have to do anything with Alitu website to fiddle around to make the quality better. It just does it automatically. It's very clever. It doesn't even tell you what it's doing. It just does it automatically. So I recommend Alitu. You do have to pay for it though. It's an editing platform. And then you upload your recording to a hosting platform. So these are like Anchor. It's a hosting platform. The one that I use and love is Captivate FM. If you're with Kajabi, as part of their package, they have a podcasting hosting platform, which is easy if you're in there. There's others like Podbean, Buzzsprout, Lipsim, lots of them, but you do have to pay for them. Now, Buzzsprout, at least that one, you have a certain time limit for a free account, so you can have a free account with them, and they've got an app for your phone as well, which sounds really handy. Once you've uploaded your segment to there, so basically you record it on your phone or whatever, and then you copy that file to the hosting platform. You add a description, which can also be called show notes. What I love about Captivate FM is that you can make like a template for your description, so you can add loads of things in there, including links. It will dynamically update your details as well. So for example, if you like having a guest on your podcast and they give you a link for their freebie that they've talked about on your show, but then a little way down the line they say, oh, I've changed my link, or the freebie's not there anymore, it's here, or whatever. You can just type in the new one and Captivate will dynamically change it to all the platforms, to Apple and Spotify and everywhere. You don't have to do anything apart from just typing it in once in Captivate FM. It's really, really good like that. And also I can record my own adverts and put them in the shows. So for example, say that I want to encourage people to come to my free masterclass about podcasting tomorrow. So I can put a little advert. I can just say, I thought you'd really like to know that I have this coming up, and I can just put it in wherever I want to on my different episodes. And when my masterclass has disappeared and they can't come to it anymore, so it's irrelevant, I can just delete it and put another one in there if I want, or just change it up whenever you want. It's really good. That's what dynamic ads is called. So you add your description and then you press publish on your hosting platform. And if you've just clicked that you allow it to go to the different platforms, like the most common ones are Apple and Spotify and Google. Amazon Music's becoming quite big as well. Those are the most common ones. There are actually tons of them. The more the merrier, basically. If you've allowed it to do that, it will just do it. And then say, yeah, you want to change the details. You want to add something into your description. You just add it into your description in the hosting platform, and it will change it automatically. It's called an RSS feed. So your hosting platform actually holds your recording, and then it keeps giving it out to these places. Okay, so there are free options. You can start podcasting completely for free, and there are paid options as well. So to get started, you really could do with a decent microphone. That in Britain it costs about 67, maybe 70 odd pounds for the microphone, and you can plug that straight into your computer with a USB. So you can start with that, and it should come with a little stand that you put on your table, your desk. So you don't even need that. You don't need a boom arm. It's great if you have a windshield over the top of it, or some sort of pop shield. So a windshield you can buy for like really cheap, like 50p or something like that. It's just a foam shield that goes over the front of it. Something like that is really helpful. You don't have to pay for editing software. You can do it for free on Audacity or GarageBand, things like that. And then you can go and use Anchor on your phone, or you can use Anchor on your computer. Otherwise, you'll need to pay a subscription to a hosting platform. I think it's amazing value. It's about £15-20 per month for hosting platform. And the other thing is that even if you're doing the paid options, you can monetize your podcast from the get-go. You can tell people about your own services. There's loads of ways to monetize it without being pushy. You can ask them if they'd like you to buy you a coffee from buymeacoffee.com or Patreon, something like that. You can have a podcast show that people pay for, that is not a free one, because podcasting is generally free, but you can do like a special show for your VIP listeners that they pay for. There's loads of ways that you can monetize, including affiliate links. Like I could say, here's my link for my recommended microphone, things like that, and you can put those things in the description. So I hope this is helpful. Let me know. So I'm going to say thank you for listening now. Let's go for it. Okay, have a great day, everyone. Bye.